Hola, corazones, ¿cómo están? Good evening. I am doing pretty well. So something happened 2 days ago that I wanted to talk about. So just a brief history. I have been single for a while. I have a 6-year-old son. He was born at 26 weeks, 1 pound, 1 ounce. And the doctor said he was going to have a lot of medical disabilities. And during that time, I decided to use my time and energy on him, and luckily he is healthy, he's good, he doesn't have any complications as expected. Once my son was a lot older, I dated a guy for a couple of years that turned out to be a narcissist. And I don't know if you dated one yourself or you know someone that's dated. They're fucking psychotic, they're fucking crazy, manipulative. They lie, they play the victim so well. They blame you for their misfortune, treat you like shit. Yeah, they make you believe like you're the only one that can save them from the world. And during that time, I had a very low self-esteem. So the damage he did just, made it worse. And so after the breakup, I decided to spend some time on myself to repair. I didn't want to get into another relationship and expect for the guy to undo the damage that the guy did. So I just, decided just to focus on myself and personal goals. And so I've been dating here and there, nothing serious. But there's this gentleman in my apartment complex that I met about a year ago. He's older, humble, just kind of like I saw him as a friend. I don't think of him any more than that. But a couple weeks ago, he started asking me on dates, which was kind of weird. But his form of dates was for him to come over to my place and drink. And first of all, my home is off limits. It's my son's private home. I don't disrespect it. I don't bring men to the house. So I did tell him if he was interested, he can take me out on a real date, like on an actual date, to get to know him, and we go from there. And I didn't. He never took up the offer, so I just left it alone. I wasn't interested in him anyways. So I saw him in the gym 2 days ago. I was working out. He came up just to kind of say good morning. And during that conversation, he told me that he asked me, so why don't you move in with me? I think you would be better off, and I think my dream of you having my baby will come true. I can support you, I can protect you. You're alone with your son. It's scary out there. You shouldn't be alone. And just the way he was manipulating me and talking to me. And, for a minute, I kind of started looking down, and he tapped into that. Yeah, it is scary being a single mom. It's, the door, someone knocks on the door, I'm like freaking out. And he kind of tapped into that scared of, the single parent fear. And, the anxiety, I got anxious and I felt the fear overcoming. And I fucking snapped at him because I felt like he was using my circumstances against me. I don't know if he wanted to quickly, I don't know what his situation was for him to do that. And I felt like he was embedding fear in me so I can use him as my umbrella, as my protector, to bring him over for um for drinks. So I took it very personal. I got fucking pissed off. And, if I told him, like, yeah, sometimes it's hard. I am alone with my son, but it doesn't mean that I'm just gonna bring any man to the house, and it's just not gonna happen. And he was taken aback because the way I talked to him, and I was kind of surprised at myself too, because I'm very just very respectful, and it doesn't matter the situation, and I always walk away. But just when I felt the fear that he was embedding, I snapped, and it just kind of made me think of other situations, not just for myself, but other single parents out there. There's people that prey on single parents. Think society makes us scared and fearful instead of providing more assistance for us. But society shames single parents like it was our choice of being a single parent. And I think people, men in particular, look for want for girls with kids and just make them sound like they're gonna save them from, for being a single parent, but in reality they end up using them, taking advantage of them. They don't have their shit to get. They don't have their shit together. I've met girls that move in with men that are alcoholics, so they have a pattern, and they don't have a stable job. And girls, single parents, male, females, they're so strong. There's like the most beautiful, strongest people I have ever come across, because they know what it takes to get up and take care of your kid. No one's gonna be there. You have a flat tire. You need an oil change. Raising a teenager is not. It's not easy at all. But the reason I posted this video is just to let you guys know not to fucking settle for a motherfucker like that. They're gonna use your circumstances against you. Um, Instead of showing actions, he was just using words, psychological um, words against me, so I can fear being alone. And of course, who doesn't want to be with someone? I would love to have somebody to bring me coffee or check the oil here and there, but under to pay on, it's like, to pay what price? My emotional state, my body, like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Just for myself and my son, I dug myself out of a fucking hole, which it was emotional roller coaster. And it's important to really analyze the situation, the guy that you're talking to. How are they treating you? How are they acting? Um, you want somebody that's going to respect you, emotionally, mentally, physically, not just yourself, but for your son, for your kids. And it's really important just to pay attention to people, to their what are their intentions with you. And I don't think the man, for him embedding fear like that, had any good intentions towards me or my son. And I saw him today, and he just saw me with he just put his head down, because he knew what he did. And he probably thought I was just gonna um I don't know what he thought. Maybe he thought he was gonna be able to manipulate me, get me scared, and get me into bed. I don't know. But I'm strong, and so are you. You're beautiful, you're strong. And don't settle for motherfuckers like that come and just want to take advantage of your situation. You don't deserve it, and they don't deserve you. So just learn to analyze the situation before you accept their engagement. Thank you. Have a good evening.